Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. You're probably watching this because a friend invited you to look into this opportunity, or you're currently in our sneak peek group. I'm so excited that you are joining me to learn what coaching is all about. Sharing this opportunity with other people is my passion because this has been such a life changer for me. I almost feel like I'm paying it forward every time I invite someone to look into what I am doing. To introduce myself, my name is Jennifer Vadina. I am currently what you call a 3-star diamond coach. I signed up to become a coach in January of 2012. I ended last year in the top 200 out of 150,000 coaches in the network. I'm also the founder of Aspire Empire, my personal team of over 600 coaches, and the team is growing rapidly, which is the most exciting thing ever to watch. I'm on the course to earning a 6-figure income this year, which just completely blows my mind. To think that in just 3 years' time, I've been able to build this income by staying at home with my kids, doing what I love, which is helping other people, gives me goosebumps. You guys, anyone can do this. First, I want to give you a little background of my story. I married my husband, Taylor, in 2006. We started our family fast and when we were young. We have 4 children together, Kylie, Colin, Carter, and Cameron, and our life is a complete circus. My husband is in the Air Force and actually just last month signed his life away for another 6 years, so our journey as a military family will continue. Before the birth of our second son, Carter, I worked full-time as an accounting assistant. I worked Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, and I put my son in full-time daycare. After I had Carter, the pros of working full-time just no longer outweighed the cons. I was basically going to work, not doing what I loved, sitting in a corner cubicle just to put my kids through daycare. I wasn't happy, so my husband and I decided that I would be a stay-at-home mom, and he would be the main breadwinner, which, as an A1C in the Air Force, we were getting just a slice of bread and not even the full loaf. It was exhausting, and we know the struggle of living penny to penny. If you need to know creative ways to cook top ramen, just let me know. I've got a ton of recipes. Okay, to continue my story, fast forward to after the birth of our 4th child, Cameron. I was 30 pounds heavier postpartum, and I just did not feel like myself anymore. My clothes didn't fit, and I did not have the money to go buy new ones. I had zero self-confidence. I was making poor choices nutritionally because I was depressed, and I was pretty much at the lowest point in my life. I was one big boo-hoo story. If you look at the picture in the top left corner, that was the point where I said, enough was enough. Something needed to change. I was tired of feeling sorry for myself, and the excuses were getting me nowhere very quickly. We were at the beach as a family, and I was hiding behind my children in all of the photos that we took that day. I just looked miserable when really I should have been so happy to be at the beach with my kids. I spent a few weeks going to the base gym, but I was completely lost there. I was seeing no results, no weight loss, because I went there like a lost puppy and would walk on the treadmill for an hour and expect to see results. I had just about given up and faced the fact that this was it. I had 3 kids, and this was the body I was going to have to accept and live with, when my friend mentioned P90X and Shakeology. I immediately ran to YouTube and typed in P90X transformations, and I found my now coach, Lauren Knight. I connected to her story and loved her immediately. Like a creeper, I stalked her on Facebook and sent her a message to let her know that her video inspired me and to tell her thank you. This was when she invited me into her challenge group. From that point on, my life was changed. She placed me in her challenge group, and I fell in love with the process. I was seeing results and loved drinking my Shakeology daily. Shakeology was a complete game changer for me. It gave me energy, it cut my cravings, it fueled my body with the proper nutrition that I was not getting before. I loved the positive energy and motivation that each of us girls were giving each other. We were all in the same boat and all working towards a main goal, which was just to be happy with our bodies. A few weeks into being into the challenge group, I decided to sign up to coach so that I could get the discount on my Shakeology. I had zero intention of ever working the business side of Beachbody. That was until the people started to ask me what it was that I was doing to lose the weight because they wanted to do it too. It was then that I knew what I wanted other women who felt the way I did. I wanted them to find a newfound love for themselves and their bodies, because every woman deserves to love themselves. Through coaching and leading my own challenge groups, I found my passion and my purpose in life. I love to help people, and I was able to do this while staying at home with my kids. I was not a fitness expert whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I was not even at my goal weight yet when I started my first accountability group. I was very nervous on how to tell people I was a coach when I still had 15 pounds to lose. But that was when I quickly realized that I didn't need to be perfect. I needed to be relatable. I had to be an encourager, a friend, and a cheerleader. And I could do all three of those things, even with 15 extra pounds to lose. The best part about coaching, guys, is that coaching literally changes lives, and I am proof of that. With running these fitness accountability groups, I have been able to help countless amounts of people get started on their own fitness journey. I've gotten messages thanking me for helping them love themselves again, and even some who have told me, thanks for putting me in your challenge group. Their family now eats healthier, and sometimes their kids will join them while they do their workouts in their living room. These groups not only positively affect the participants, but their families, husbands, wives, and children. My glass is so full from making it a mission to help 5 new women a month. There's a huge obesity crisis in this country, guys, and to know that I'm making a difference, even if it's a micro-sized difference, is such a great feeling. So if your passion and your purpose is to help people, this opportunity may just be a perfect fit for you. So you're joining us wondering, what is this opportunity? You guys, it's an incredible deal placed in your hands. We all start at the same level, and it's based on what you do and how you run with it. When I started to coach, I originally just had the goal to cover the cost of my Shakeology every month, and I did that in my very first month as a coach. After that, I began to think outside of my box, and I asked myself, what could I do to really make a difference in my family's life? I knew that if I could help with the cost of groceries every single month, that would take such a huge load off of my husband's shoulders. So I committed to that. I committed to helping other people, and by the 3rd month as a coach, I was averaging about $500 a month, which for my family at the time was so huge. Not only did my arguments stop with my husband because of my extreme low self-confidence in myself, but we were no longer fighting over finances. We could finally breathe. From that point forward, I started to dream bigger. Seeds were planted in my heart, and I then started to see what this opportunity could do for my family. By helping other people, my dreams started to come true. So let me ask you this. What would you do with an extra $100 a week? Would it help you with the cost of daycare? I know from my experience, daycare is not cheap. Could it help your families with groceries and gas? Could it give you family fun money? Allow you guys to do things like go to the movies? Prior to Beachbody, taking our family out to do fun things like go to the zoo or movies or even order a pizza was unheard of. How about an extra $500 a week? Could you use that money to help your family crawl out of debt? Could that money afford you to be able to fire your boss and work from home? $500 a week is about what I was making at my prior full-time job. Maybe you could use that money for a savings account that you haven't not been able to build up because life happens. How about using that money for a dream car that you've always wanted or that your family just really needs? Let's talk about really dreaming big. What could your family do with an extra $1,000 a week? Maybe you could use that money to take your family on a dream vacation. I'm finally able to take my kids on a surprise trip to Disney World in Orlando this October, and I'm so excited. I've never, ever in a million years thought I'd be able to do that. How about using that money on a mortgage for your dream home? You could use that money to give back. There's so many charities out there that you would be able to contribute to, which is really such an incredible feeling. I remember writing a check to our church and just my heart that day, it was just, burst, you guys. Maybe your dream is to be able to send your kids to college without giving them yourself or them lifelong student loan debt. I know you're probably looking at this and thinking to yourself, how can I do this? This is completely doable. I know this because I've been able to reach all of these goals, and so can you. Like I said before, it's based on how you do and how you run with this opportunity. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but if you put in the work, you can also earn $100, $500, $1,000 a week, and even more. It's completely up to you. After talking about the income, you're probably wondering, I don't even know where to start. Guys, you won't be thrown to the wolves after you sign up. Your sponsor coach, whether that is myself or another coach on Aspire Empire, will be here to guide you through the steps. Every month, we run a 5-day extensive training designed to get you off on the right foot. There will be daily training videos from top coaches in the network and the team. Not only that, guys, but Beachbody provides you with all the training you could ask for in your own back office. They have trainings for new coaches and also coaches who have been doing this for years now. So please take comfort in the fact that when you sign as a coach on this team, there will be constant support. We will take your hand and we will guide you on how to be successful. Also, with like any new project or job that you take on in life, you will learn as you go. No one comes into this as an expert, I promise you that. There are so many more training opportunities beyond the 5-day New Coach Academy and the training they provide you in your online office. Every year, Beachbody hosts live training events. Every June or July, we have an annual conference called Summit, where everyone in the company gets together for trainings, rank recognitions, and celebrations. It's such a blast. The past 2 years, Las Vegas hosted our conference at the MGM, and this year, we will be taking on the city of Nashville. You get to work out with celebrity trainers like Shaun T and Tony Horton. You get to meet the most chill CEOs ever who have built a debt-free company that makes over $400 million in revenue per year. Not only that, but I've had the chance to hear live speakers and top personal development authors like John C. Maxwell and Darren Hardy. If you go to these events, it will shave off 6 months to a year off of your business because of the incredible trainings that they provide. And wait, you guys can earn this for free. I'm serious, you can. They also have leadership trainings yearly, which is an invite only, but once again, you can earn it. It's an elite training with the top coaches in the industry. We also have a team training event every winter in Dallas. And on top of all those training events, we have quarterly local events that are more than likely held in your own town. We call them Super Saturdays. You can also earn free vacations where they have built-in optional trainings. Did I mention the training opportunities in this company are never ending? So, talking about free vacations, the past 2 years I've had the opportunity to earn 2 free trips. Last year, Beachbody took coaches who earned it on a 5-day Bahamas cruise. It was my first cruise ever. I was able to bring my best friend and top coach, Christina, with me, and we did things on that trip that had always been on our bucket list. Things like swim with dolphins and put our feet in an ocean where we can actually see our feet because the water was just so beautiful and crystal clear blue. This past April, I earned a 5-day trip to Cancun, Mexico, to a beautiful all-inclusive resort. It was the honeymoon that me and my husband never got to take. All of these things I knew that I would eventually do, but I honestly never dreamt it would happen at the age of 28 and 29, and with 4 kids. I always thought that stuff like this was going to happen after my kids moved out of the house and my husband retired. Next year, Beachbody is sending us on a 7-day Caribbean cruise, and I'll also be taking my husband on that one. I'll go ahead and call that our 10-year anniversary trip, courtesy of Beachbody. You cannot beat that. What's amazing about all of these trips is that anybody can earn it. It's attainable for anyone. I earn them by helping 3 new people get started on their own health and fitness journey, guys. That is it. There's still time for you to sign up to come on the cruise next year if you guys want to come with me. You can party with me and you can party with the coaches on Aspire Empire. We are so pumped about that cruise. So let's talk about some of the recognition and income opportunities with this business. As far as recognition, there are many goals that you will set and hit along the way. Beachbody loves to recognize you in front of your peers, whether it's on a national wake-up call every Monday or the events that they host like Summit. So if you love to get shout outs for your hard work and you don't get that at your current job, this is the perfect opportunity for you because we love to cheer people on when they hit their big goals. The picture on the left was taken right before me and my friends walked on stage at the MGM Grand to be recognized for 3-star diamonds. It was an absolute rush and something I'll never forget. If I can do it, I guarantee that you can also do it. As far as income goes, here's a quick shot of my weekly income. This was actually last year, so it's grown since then, which looking at it, it's a complete pinch me moment because of my consistency and because I never gave up, I'm earning an income that most people go to college for years for. I'd like to add, I don't have a college degree. Anyone can do this. You have an opportunity to start this with a very low investment. Where else can you open your own business with no inventory, no overhead, and no sales quotas to hit monthly? You are completely your own boss, and you determine your income. You are not waiting for a boss to finally grant you a raise that you've been waiting for years and that you've been owed. You are your own boss and CEO. You don't have a time card to punch, and you can work this business whatever time fits right for you, whether that's 30 minutes a day or 5 hours a day. Where else do you find the ability to grow a 6-figure income in just 3 years? I can guarantee you this has changed my life and my family's life. I have built this income from working less than 20 hours a week. If you are a stay-at-home mom, or if you're a mom who works full-time, you can make this business work for you. I've seen it happen. So guys, I hope that this presentation has given you guys a better idea of what coaching is about and what this opportunity can do for you. I'd also like to close with this quote from John C. Maxwell. So many of us coast through life, letting it happen to us without giving a thought to what lies ahead or where we are going. Coach John Wooden said, "The choices you make you." It is so important to have direction, to choose a life of purpose and intentional growth. Nothing could be more important than life isn't a dress rehearsal. You only get to do it one time. So I want to ask you today, are you living a life of purpose? Are you having intentional growth? Are you planning for your future? Coaching is not right for everybody. I realize this. But for those that it is right for, it will change your life in every single aspect. I promise you. Thank you again for joining us. And I really look forward to talking more to all of you.